everybody. We're down here in Hagerman, Idaho, and I thought I'd take you for a ride. Well, as you would know it, as soon as I got going, a bug, a little gnat, hit the camera lens there. We're using a GoPro. We're on driving around on my motorcycle here. It's a 2009 Ultra Classic. Right up here, I'm going to show you where we would usually turn for our new house. I'm going kind of quickly here. I think I might have passed it. No. Right up there to the trees you see to the right, that's how you would get to my new house that we're working on. This is also where we will end it. Right there is where you turn, go down to where they're building our house. I'm going to give you a whole loop. I know it's not as good as the Dragon's Tail where old Mr. G lives, or not even as good as Paynes Prairie. I think that's how Frosty says it out there in Florida. But this little grade here, they call this one Tupper Grade. I'm going to throw some music on here, and I'm going to talk a little bit also as we go. But today was a lot of smoke out, so it wasn't as crisp a video as I would have liked. This is called Ritchie Road here, but the smoke made it a little dull. The other day we did this drive and everything was just beautiful. The sun was shining, everything just looked greener without this haze. Down here on Ritchie Road is where my father last lived. He passed away when he lived in this area. He always wanted to live down there in Hagerman, but he never made it. But he's just right up here on top. So now we're going to turn on to the Wendell Highway is what they call this one. We're going to go all the way down here to 2 miles or so down to the highway that you've seen us on before. We were with Spanky and his sidecar, Ural. We went down here, and I'll show you where that is pretty soon. We're going to turn right down here, and we're going to go on to a road. It's 1500 is the number, but they also call that West Point, and it's, I guess they call it the West Point Road because that West Point bar is there, and they have a few other things in there. Wish the bug wasn't there. But we've been there. We're going to go back. We really enjoy it there. Nice food. A little out of the way place that you got to know where it's at or you're not going to find it. So we're going to turn here and head down West Point Road. This is, we are on the, let's see, that would be the north side of the canyon. And that's Snake River Canyon. We're going to go down over the river down here a little ways further. But you can see all the crops. A lot of that corn looks really brown off to the side there. They let that dry up. They quit watering it, and that's what they feed the cows. They grind everything up in that corn for the cows. The leaves, everything gets mulched up. Sometimes they shuck it, and then they make feed out of it that way too. So by just using the corn, you've seen the feedlots that my friend Ron has, where we stayed for a couple months earlier. That had a lot of corn in it that came out of these fields to the left there. They also have a lot of produce this time of year. That was West Point we just passed. But this is the harvest season. I mean, man, we've been eating fresh fruit, fresh vegetables right out of Spanky's garden here. It's a good time to be here in Idaho. Weather's dropped down a little bit, which is nice. It's in the 80s instead of in the hundreds. When you're in an RV, you don't want it to be in 100, man. It's way hot inside, even with your air conditioning going full blast. There's more corn to your left there. Now we're turning down this road. That other road used to go straight down to the canyon. They put a new highway in, quite a few years ago now, maybe even 15 years ago. And it cut out the snakiness of the other road. So this bypasses and goes down to the new road. A lot of dairies in this area. If you could smell this, you'd turn it off. Because them dairies don't smell that great. I'm really not going that fast either. We just speeded this up. Because this was an hour and a little over an hour long video before I shortened it down to the 19 minutes it is now. Now this is the new highway they put in. Right there where I turned, that used to be straight, and this didn't go nowhere. Well, it went to these farmhouses, but now as you can see, they cut all this rock out. It was a big project. Dropped this nice big road down here. It goes down and crosses the Snake River. It's a pretty steep grade for trucks, that's for sure. There's the Snake River, we just went over it. Now we're on the south side of the canyon. They say there's a big difference between the south side and the north side of for water, drinking water. They say the north side is better. That happens to be where I'm living now. We're going to go on up through here. You can see the nice little windy roads. This is a great road, not much traffic. Right up here is where we stopped, went to that winery. In earlier videos, we went there with Spanky and Lorna. They got a lot of wineries around this area. But my old fuel gauge come on. The winery, we just passed it back there. So my fuel gauge came on, and I'm going to go on into a little town called Buell. Now, that's where I was raised. I was born, even born in Buell. I was born in Hagerman Valley, right where we're buying houses. Someday I'll show you the house that I was a little bitty baby in with my folks. Right now, we're coming into the big town of Buell, which is quite large compared to the 800 and some people living in the little town I'm living in now. They got a big high school here, right over there to the right. And right down here to the left, that used to be a big Green Giant corn factory. Right there on the left. I worked there for a few seasons. Didn't make much money there either. But now we're going to pull into the gas station. Get a little petrol. Headed back down through Buell, Idaho. And I didn't even see that dang little gnat on there. I looked at the screen. You seen me. I did. I checked it. This little gnat was about the size of a piece of pepper. And black. I couldn't see it. We're going through town here. This is Buell, Idaho. Let's see. Well, we just passed the old movie house I used to work in, one of my very first jobs that I really enjoyed. You got the police station right back there on the left, churches, lots of houses, 25-mile-an-hour zone. Looks like we're going faster than that, but really not. So we're going to go down here, and there's 2 or 3 different ways to get back to where we're going to end up. We're going to go right through Buell here, and we're going to take a right. Go right down through the canyon. It's beautiful there. There were so many roads to go. We'll have to do some more traveling. I think Spanky's going to get that wrist to feel better so we can ride again together. But we're going to drop down in the canyon here, and right up the top here when we turn and go to left. When I was a kid, we took an old car and took the frame off. The body off the frame, and we took it up, drug it up to here with a tractor. None of us had a license. We hopped on that old frame with no brakes. Only thing we had was the e-brake. And we all hopped on that like the little rascals. We drove that thing all the way down this hill. It's steeper than you think. And we just had a blast. Then somebody get to bring the tractor down and tow us, because you could drive a tractor, didn't have to have a license. But we drove that thing, coasted all the way down. We're still coasting. Get down to a big dip down here, and then we'd get the tractor, drag it back up, and do it again. Yeah, there's the dip right there. By the time we'd get there, it'd run out of steam. Them are memories, fond memories. None of those guys are no longer with me either. That's too bad. That's the sad thing about getting old. But we're going to go down here now and wiggle our way down to the Snake River Canyon. And as you can see, we're going back downhill again. Lots of sagebrush around here. Dang California fires are smoking everything up, including me and my lawns. Don't like that. There's your Snake River right on to the right of us. Get a glimpse of it every once in a while there, right by my headlight. This road's right here used to be all gravel. This is where I learned to ride my motorcycle. We'd come down here, a bunch of us. We were hoodlums, man. We were a big bike club. We all rode Honda 90s and 50s and Kawasaki 85s. Man, we were bad. We'd come down through here, this would be gravel, and we'd play hide and go seek, more or less. Everybody turned their lights off, and then you'd try to find one of us. Yeah, we'd be going up and down that road, lickety splits, fast as a little Honda 50 will let you go, with no lights. And then we'd, at one place we passed back there, that was a big swimming hole called Bamberries. I put that in one of my other videos. If you want to pull it up and look. We got a bunch of hot springs down here in the canyon. That's why our water's so close on our property to the surface. Is it just we're all on. We got plenty of water. That's for sure. There was a bunch of property for sale in this area right here, but we didn't like this area. That's too much dead grass there, and I mean it's nice when it's green in the spring and summer, but we're coming into fall now. Even the leaves on the trees are starting to fall off. Excuse me. Many years ago, we were coming down this road, and one of my friends was gawking around, and we're looking at him. We're wondering what the hell he's going to do. And he was just goofing around, looking at everything, and ran right smack off the road back there on one of them curves. Didn't hurt him. Ran right through a field. Now we're coming back up to Highway 30. It's the main road. I'm taking the back roads here right now. That's what all this is. We've jumped onto a few of the main ones, but there's plenty just to ride around here and do nothing on. Just tootle around, get your knees in the breeze. But I'm going to stop up here, right here at the corner, and check out the camera. Give me a little water to put on that thing, get it cleaned off. Couldn't do it without the water.
Nothing bugs.
Good people around here. The guy was wanting to know if I was okay. I gave him the thumbs up.
Okay? Yeah, there's bugs on my lens. Oh. Trying to do a film down through here. Thanks for stopping.
Good old farm boys there. Well, let's kick it into high speed again. Yeah, this is Highway 30 right here we're on. One of the main highways. We're going to go down here and I think we go across the river and we're going to get to see some more of the Snake River, I think. I think you can see it. I haven't seen the video yet. I know I can see it sitting on it. But this runs all down along the river. It's over to the right. Might get a glimpse of it here and there. Another swimming hole right there. They call that one no, that was called Slager's. Big indoor pool there, huge. There's 3 big ones in this valley right here. That was the last one we just passed. The one we turned off onto this roadway back there. One was to the left, and then I told you we passed one quite a bit earlier than that. Here you go, Snake River, both sides, going right over it. Yeah, now we're back on the north side of Snake River Canyon. We're going to go down here. I finally got around these boys here that stopped and wanted to help me. Unfortunately, I got around them just about the time my corner came up. I wouldn't have done it if I'd have known the corner was that close. Kind of rude of me. This is the Wendell Highway again. I think we were on that earlier in this video. We're going to go up here and we're going to take a left on Lemon Lane right there. We're going to go down Lemon Lane here. You can see off to the left now. You see some pretty good views there. Look at that place there. Wouldn't you like to own that big farm there with all them cattle on it? Guy got money there. And we're going to go down here and we're going to turn and we're going to end up at my property. Vicky named my property. We're going to call that place, we're going to call it right over there to the left. You see all them trees. Our property is going to be called the Rat's Nest. You like that? Vicky named it. And we're going to turn right here. We're going to go up and park there. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Well, that's all there is for this little ride. I'm home, or someday this will be my home. Hope you enjoyed everything. You know what to do. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Bye.